6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been rung once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. In charge of the Cardinals, that is head coach Jonathan Gannon. His side, one of the top groups in the league here in the early days of this season. Owners of a 4-1 record. Across the field, that's Shane Steichen, coach of the Colts. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. With my buddy Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This is Rigoberto Sanchez to get us started. And we're off in Indianapolis. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And bringing them out in his 10th season now. A veteran who minimizes turnovers better than almost anyone here in the NFL, Jacoby Brissett.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
19, set, go.
Going play action here. Brissett. Throw left side. Caught by Higgins. This gets forward to around the 29. Brought down by Rodney Thomas.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
The first down carry for Connor. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on it.
Okay, that's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brissett. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. They get to him behind the line, Brock. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Brissett looking to throw. Here's a screen. It's Connor. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Connor. Big gap up the middle. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. A table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is first and goal. From the red zone on first. Makes the catch. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Josh Downs to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
First snap, and Jones is going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Colts. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Has it at the 7. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know, Kate, we'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Y'all gotta talk my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more power. Also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't condemnation. Got that touch my stage.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Here we go. 65.
Taylor again. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Third and goal for Jones. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish up their opening drive. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts start off well to tie things 7-7. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Dortch now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Jonathan Gannon doing the last little bit of coaching here as the Cardinals return to the field. And they sure looks clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for him, too.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
On second down, a run with Connor. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Brissett now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And that passing touchdown, he started this game off with just what we expected from somebody who you can see is among the NFL leaders in finding the end zone this year. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Let's go now. Nike, go.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jones setting up the play action. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To the air once more. Here's Jones. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Second down carry for Taylor. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and goal. Here's Taylor. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
They'll send him up the middle. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. From the 5-yard line after the loss, third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Jones. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts take a second-quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Looking to tack on the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jonathan Gannon doing a last little bit of coaching here as the Cardinals return to the field. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. From the shotgun, Brissett. Finds the in route, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Gain 15 there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On first down, it's Brissett. For the right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
Come on,
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
19.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? That slid this great note. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Awareness. That's what I call it. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
They'll punch it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Colts ready for the punt. Greg Dortch back to return for the Cardinals. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So just 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining now in our first half. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brissett. Flush out out to his left. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Quitting pay, there to take him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
3rd and long. Here's Brissett. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Blake Gillikin on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He lost one deep, center of the field. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
Here's Jones. Finds him over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out.
Let's go.
Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards. That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He's got Pierce. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts will add to their lead at the end of the half. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down from the 41.
First and 19. Set.
Brissett to throw it. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, here we go. Second down.
19. Okay.
He'll throw it. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. And it's the rookie, Mason Taylor. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 58 yards for the score. The Jets are finally in the win column after 5 straight defeats. They get their first win of the year. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the second-year running back, Tyrone Tracy. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Cowboys. And this is Dak Prescott finding his new weapon, George Pickens. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. This one's at halftime, and it's the Cowboys trying to avoid a 1-5 start. They have the lead here at the half. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Starting the third with Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Taylor again. Finds his way through a tackle. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag.
Let's go.
Throwing here, Jones. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Come on, set. Cougar 19.
Third and long for him here. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Sean Murphy butting in to pick it off. And the Cardinals will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
19. Set.
A give right side to Connor. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
19.
Operating from the gun, Brissett. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
19. Set.
In the zone read, here's Connor. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The kick by Ryland is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, up to the point of the game Kate, now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He has just taken a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
38-yard attempt.
The kick by Ryland is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Downs on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Shane Steichen getting his Colts offense ready to go for a new series. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Here's Taylor from the pistol. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
19.
Off the play fake, Brissett. Driving there to haul it in. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Here's Connor on the option. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. And with Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
19. Okay. 20.
Brissett looking to throw. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete. And now they're facing 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now.
He'll start on the ground. Taylor can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. I'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Finds the in route, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Hits him on the end rack. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's another Colts first down.
Taylor now up the middle. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to Taylor on 2nd down. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go again with Taylor. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. And he busts those tackles.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. A nice gain of 8 there. And that brings him to 1st and goal.
That's good for a Colts.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Colts with the football as they hang on to this comfortable lead. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves the whole playbook wide.
And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts push their lead to 18.
Cardinals 10. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Jonathan Gannon doing a last little bit of coaching here as the Cardinals return to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Brissett to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the pistol, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
19, check, right 20, right, go.
Air it out on 3rd. Looking underneath here for Connor. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And he could have a free play here. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So they'll decline this and take the result.
That penalty is declined.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go. Oh, let's go. 19.
Brissett now on 1st and 10. Wilson on the slant. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
4 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
19. Go.
The first down carry for Connor. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Here's Brissett. There's a screen. It's Connor. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
On play action here, Brissett. Intercepted in the end zone. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Tag. Drop low 80.
Up for Jones. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with it.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down.
Ready. Cougar 19.
From the gun, Taylor. And he gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 defensive backs out there. Cardinals going dime here, 3rd down.
Let's go. Head to 60. Head to 60.
This is Taylor. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action now with Jones. Tried to connect, but it lines up incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Jones now on third down. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down Colts.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down from the 42. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Jones to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47.
That's another.
Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Here's Taylor. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. All set now. First and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Now a run with Taylor. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he's able to fight this down to the 2. 7 yards that time, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a couple yards on that run, and this sets up 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
They're going Taylor, and they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Harrison secures this left side. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Throwing now, Brissett. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.